YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here. We another Washington Commanders video, and in today's video, I'm coming on here with a breaking news video that we have to talk about with Washington losing one of their long-term good positional coaches. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure you go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload a video about the NFL, or in this case, our Washington Commanders. We're on the road to 6,000 subscribers, so please hit that subscribe button again if you haven't already. It would mean a lot to me. Thank you so much. Let's get straight into today's video. So this video is coming out at 11 p.m. It's coming out late because when I first heard the news, I wanted everyone to enjoy today's, playoff football. We got the first matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars, and it was a pretty good game. Jaguars had some missed opportunities. None bigger than the Jamal Agnew fumble that pretty much sealed the victory for the Chiefs. But the Jaguars, man, they have a bright future, and they're probably going to run the AFC South for the remainder, or for the near future, I should say. And as far as the Chiefs, good win. They may be in trouble considering the fact that Patrick Mahomes had an ankle sprain. I don't know how severe it is, but he definitely looked, like he was limping after it, and he didn't look 100%. But that doesn't mean then the guy still was amazing, making throws off of one leg. Man, the guy is amazing, bro. So I think they'll be fine, but that's something to keep into contact if they play the Bills and or the Bengals in the AFC Championship next week. But get to our stuff, or actually, then the next game was the Giants and Eagles. Giants welcome home. We saved y'all seat because you actually got plastered, you got bamboozled, you got rammed, you got reamed, all the words, you got obliterated, whatever word you want to put into terms for this performance from the Giants. This is what happened. They lost 37-7, and the Eagles are now headed to the NFC Championship. Well, I want to say, what is that, the second time in since 5 or 6 years? So yeah, the Giants, man, good season for y'all, bro. Nobody expected y'all to be here. Okay, so it's not Giants fans, nothing to be mad about for y'all, bro. Y'all really overachieved. Okay. However, let's get into our news. So Washington losing yet another coach. We fired one, and now we're losing a positional coach. So long-time defensive back coach Chris Harris is now leaving the Washington Commanders. You remember, it's been a couple years now, and it's been I want to say since the last regime, okay, with under Jay Gruden, he has been getting some traction as for defensive coordinator position jobs around the league. He's been getting interviewed for the past couple of years, and I've actually been surprised that he hasn't been landing a job, because I'm thinking with all these interviews that he's having with these teams, I'm thinking at some point he's going to get a chance to be a defensive coordinator, because obviously people are intrigued with this guy. And as we know, Chris Harris is a really, really good defensive back coach. He's a no-nonsense coach. The players love him. He has the high energy. Okay, he's one of those kind of coaches. I'm not going to lie to you. With DeMeco Ryans most likely leaving the 49ers for a head coaching position, I wouldn't have been surprised if, in the near future, a couple years from now, we see them hire a guy like Chris Harris. I'm just saying. I know they're probably gonna promote within and just move guys up. I would not be surprised if they went after a guy like Chris Harris, because the 49ers love these high energy guys, and that's what Chris Harris is. When Chris Harris is coaching the DBs and they catch a pick, he's running on the field with them. He's loud, he's talking, he's yelling, he's getting hyped with the guys. He got him mic'd up on the channel, so go ahead and check it out on the Commanders channel. Chris Harris, he's that high energy guy that can relate to this day and age of football with these young guys. And with him leaving, that is going to be a huge blow to the secondary, man. Because again, like I said, these guys, they love him, and his teaching, his technique is good. You don't like nice things, man. You got to catch that. You still like football? You still like football? That's his saying, bro. And I love Chris Harris, man, and I'm definitely bummed out to see him leave. Now, I am a little surprised that he left for the position. I'm not surprised that he left in general. I'm just surprised that he left for a position. for this specific position. So let me read it from you. So, per Tom Pelissero, the Titans plan to hire Chris Harris as their defensive pass game coordinator slash cornerbacks coach, per source. Harris, who spent the past 3 seasons with the Commanders, remains in play for defensive coordinator jobs elsewhere too, as a highly respected assistant. So he's gone from us. But what they're saying is if he can't get a job from a defensive coordinator position anywhere else, his fallback plan is to go be the Titans defensive backs coach and the passing game coordinator, defensive passing game coordinator. And honestly, like I said, this is a huge blow for us. And it didn't really make sense to me because I'm thinking like he would have left to be the defensive coordinator, right? And if he didn't get a job, he probably should have stayed in Washington, right? But I guess he just doesn't want to be a part of Washington, and I mean I can't fault the guy for that. You know, with the potential sale of the Commanders this season or this coming up, he does his future could be up in the air. He doesn't know what his future looks like. Okay, so he making probably a business decision and being smart with his future, saying, "Hey, I don't know what's going to happen in Washington, so I might as well go find work elsewhere." And his fallback plan is to be the Titans defensive back coach and defensive passing game coordinator if he can't get a defensive coordinator job anywhere else. I'm hoping this guy gets a defensive coordinator job because he deserves it. I want to really see what he looks like being a defensive coordinator somewhere. You know, the Vikings are looking for a guy. The 49ers will potentially be looking for a guy when D'Amico Ryans gets a head coaching job. So I definitely am interested. And the interesting part about this is that according to a source on Twitter here, they're saying that Washington may be the silver lining for losing defensive backs coach Chris Harris. Is that Washington, according to the NFL policy, we should receive compensatory draft picks for the departure of Chris Harris. So we may be getting a pick that maybe could be this year or next year for Chris Harris, possibly a compensatory pick rounds 3 through 7. So that is something to look out for. We may be getting it. It's not confirmed, and we may get it. I'm interested to hear from John Kime or JP Finley on this topic, but that may be just a silver lining with losing Chris Harris. But I'm definitely bummed out about it because the guys loved him. Okay, he connected with these guys very, very well on a personal level, on a coaching level. And I'm definitely bummed out to see him go. However, I'm never going to judge a guy for wanting to upgrade his life and move up in the ranks. And again, if this team wasn't being sold, okay, and a possibility of potentially being sold if the new owners was here already for a year, I think he doesn't go anywhere if he doesn't get a defensive job. But the fact that he doesn't know what the future of this team as far as the ownership is, he doesn't know if he's going to have a job really. So he did the smart thing with he wants to be a defensive backs he wants to be a defensive coordinator coach, but if he can't, then he's going to go with Tennessee and be their defensive backs coach and their defensive passing game coordinator if he can't become a defensive coordinator, as a DC. So that is the news on Chris Harris. Again, definitely sucks that we'll be losing him. Now we got to look for another guy to replace him. Hopefully, we get another guy that can relate to these young guys, that has the same high energy as a Chris Harris, that's going to teach these guys right. I really want a guy that is a student of the game, a guy that's played the game. I don't want a Sam Mills the third kind of guy that really has never played at this level or played defensive tackle for the matter, or defensive line for the matter of Sam Mills. I want a guy that is actually can relate to these guys on a playing field level. Okay, so maybe we go in the bag and try to get a former Washington player or somebody with some type of repertoire and some type of rap sheet and type of portfolio, somebody that has done it. That's what I prefer to do. But it'll be interesting to see what the Washington Commanders do as far as replacing Chris Harris, since now he will be leaving for the job in Tennessee at worst. He already has interviews. He had an interview with the Falcons. He had an interview with the Bears. So they're definitely looking to teams are definitely looking to get this guy as a defensive coordinator. And I'm excited for him. Hopefully he can get a defensive coordinator job. But if not, he's going to go to Tennessee to be their defensive coach and their passing game coordinator. So Washington's in a search for yet another coach. Not just Scott Turner, but now replacing defensive backs coach Chris Harris. Let me know what you guys think about this video in the comment sections down below. Leave your comments, thoughts, and like this video and share it out. We're on the road to 6,000 subscribers, so please hit that subscribe button again if you haven't already. See you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.
Cost me one time, that's gonna get you pop, get you pop, get you drop, slide on the one where they get you locked on. I ain't stopping till I get me on the mall. Shots in his head, ring his bell like